Hello and welcome everybody to another Lorwyn Eclipsed draft video. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are rank number 6. Sadly, we fell back a little bit just because we went 3-3 with what I thought was a solid Elementals deck, but it was just solid. You need some really strong cards to have success with Elementals. I am excited to continue our climb here. Maybe we can crack the top 5 once again. Now, before we hop into this draft, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Head on over to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, including Lorwyn Eclipsed, or you wanted some singles for your collection or your constructed decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also go to heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. They are the place to go to for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that utilize a special magnetic technology that allow all their products to snap conveniently into place. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Alrighty, what do we have? We got Adept Water Shaper. Just a good creature, right? 3 mana, 3/4. Other tap creatures you control have indestructible. So this is I don't mind starting white or green. I think those are the two strongest colors to start because if I start white, I can either go Merfolk or Kithkin, both of which have been proven to be quite strong, and I think this is a good card in both. Omni Changeling is also really solid, but it's like Elementals or Merfolk, right? Also, I want to try out the Water Shaper. It seems pretty cool. Soulbright Seeker is good in Elementals. And then Reaping Willow is a generically powerful card that you can play. But I'm going to take the Adept Water Shaper and then kind of take it one pick at a time. But again, I mean, this doesn't lock us into anything. If I get past a really good card like Taster of Wares, I might just move in and take that card instead. Pack 1, pick 2, Voracious Tome Skimmer. I am not a believer in the blue-black deck, so probably don't want to take this. Feed the Flames is an okay interactive spell. There's Mist Meadow Council, which is pretty good if you want to go into Kithkin. And then there's also Taster of Wares. I'm going to go with Taster of Wares. I just think it's the most generically powerful card. And, typically black and white is not a color combination that you want to end up. But you know what? It's like, I can either play this card or this card, and they'll both be very good. All right, Bristlebane Battler. I can't believe I saw that pack 1, pick 3. Perhaps we go into Kithkin. I mean, this is just a good card in any deck. So we're going to take it here. There's a Mist Meadow Council number 2, Blight Rot, and Liminal Hold. So lots of really good commons here, right? Just 2 solid removal spells and Mist Meadow Council. But I'm just going to take it one pick at a time here. Take the best card that I see and figure things out. All right. This is like Mist Meadow Council number 3 that we've seen. So this is actually quite interesting here. It's like Mist Meadow Council is, of course, good in Kithkin, but there's also Dawnhand Eulogist and Lissalana Informant. If I'm in Elves, the Eulogist can potentially be better. Yeah, let's take the Mist Meadow Council. The thing is, I mean, I would probably play this in an Elves deck too, just as a top-end card, and I like the upside a little bit more. Pack 1, pick 5, there is a Liminal Hold, so yeah, I mean, that's a really solid white removal effect, so perhaps white-green is where we need to be. Ooh, Klacken Festival. Okay. We haven't been Kithkin. I mean, since that first draft of the format, we haven't been Kithkin in a while. Oh my gosh, I just realized there's a Rhymekin Recluse, Temporal Cleansing, Cinder Strike. Oh man. Rhymekin Recluse. I'm going to stay the course. I'm going to take the good white card here. Klacken Festival seems amazing with our start here. Really good with the Battler. Good with Mist Meadow Council, but Rhymekin Recluse, I mean, I don't even know what was in that pack. I don't know how open blue was, but I mean, Rhymekin Recluse is obviously a bomb level card in blue. Goblins is certainly not super open. I feel like I still feel okay about being Kithkin. This is, however, is a weak pack. I will take, I don't know. Stalactite Dagger. I don't know. That was just a weak pack. I don't know. That's a 2-drop. Here we'll take Dundalin Weaver. Happy enough with that. Another Sun-Dappled Celebrant. There is a Temporal Cleansing as well, but the Weaver is fine. And I'm hoping that we table some of the Kithkin that were some of the Mist Meadow Councils, although this pack had 1, I believe, and it didn't table. I'll take a Prideful Feastling. Obviously don't love it, but, certainly a filler level card if you need. Pack 1, pick 10 gives us another Celebrant or a Prideful Feastling. I'm not going to take the Tome Skimmer. I guess I'll just take another Feastling. All right, Nightmare. I guess Fairies is open, but certainly not somewhere, a direction that I want to go. And yeah, I mean, Kithkin are certainly being contested because there were 2 other Mist Meadow Councils that didn't table, so it's not ideal. Not ideal at all. I suppose I'll take Flock Imposter. It's not bad with the Mist Meadow Council. I mean, there is a world where we end up in white-black. You know what would have been really nice, actually? Had we tabled the tree, the 4-mana tree, that would have really, like, given me some incentive to go in that direction. But, I mean, I did see a really late Dundalin Weaver and a Battler, so that, you know, like, it feels like green could be available here for us. Shadow Urchin, Flame Braider, Morkant's Loyalist, tons of great cards. We will of course take Thoughtweft Lieutenant, and yeah, let's move in here. All right, pack 2, pick 3, Spiral into Solitude, totally fine removal spell, and one of the best cards in this pack as well. So let's go ahead and take that. All right, pack 2, pick 4, another Mist Meadow Council. We will take this over Temple Garden. We are definitely fighting people for Kithkin, so I can't really just afford to take Temple Garden because I just don't think I'm going to have enough playable cards here. So let's take the Mist Meadow Council for our deck. All right, pack 2, pick 5. At least this pack is giving us a lot of action. Thoughtwave Charge is okay, but I do really like Burden Stoneback, and Assert Perfection is a great interactive spell here as well. You know, given that I only have 2 interactive spells, I'm going to take Assert Perfection. But I could have been wrong there. But, you know, I do think this card is very good. But, of course, we still need more 2-drops. Let's take another Mist Meadow Council. All right, we're good on Mist Meadow Councils now. Late Scarblade Scout, Dawn's Light Archer, and Gilt-Leaf's Embrace. I guess I'll take Gilt-Leaf's Embrace. This is actually a totally fine combat trick. Crossroads Watcher, happy to pick that up. Here we have, Dawnhand Eulogist, but don't really want that. I guess I'll just, I don't know, Midnight Tilling, sure. Midnight Tilling is certainly, I mean, Midnight Tilling is definitely the type of card that you want to play in your, Midnight Tilling is the type of card that you want to play in your Golgari decks, not these decks. All right, so what is our Kithkin count? 7? Okay. And these 2, I mean, at this point, I'm going to have to play both. And this is a deck that doesn't really have like a ton of rares or anything. Certainly need to pick up some more cheap things here if we can find it. Looking good on combat tricks. Somehow elves are open, which is wild to me because it's one of the best archetypes. Thoughtwave Charge can be cool. Although I will say, this is a lot worse than I initially thought it'd be. Like, it's a fine combat trick, but it's kind of hard to set up, like, getting creatures and getting the trick. For example, it's got a pretty low win rate in green-white. Here, easy Wanderbind Trapper. Just a really, really great cheap creature to play. I know it's not a Kithkin, but that's fine. But guess what? We got a cheap Kithkin here in the Kinsbale Aspirant. I do like Wary Farmer, but we have a decent number of 3s already. And like I mentioned before, we need more cheap things to play. Do really like Shine Striker. I want to put together a really good Vivid deck at some point. But obviously, this is certainly not the spot. Okay. Eclipse. Okay, so look. Kithkin, we're kind of open from the right side. It's just everybody from to the left of us or across from us are also in Kithkin. But yeah, Eclipse Kithkin is literally just the perfect card here for us. Very, very happy about that. So now we've increased our Kithkin count to 9. And we have a Shapeshifter here in the Flock Imposter, which is, by the way, very good with the Eclipse Kithkin. And Dundalin Weaver. Those are really good things to bounce. And of course, the triple Mist Meadow Council, although that's less exciting. All right, pack 3, pick 4. I'm not a huge Gold Meadow Nomad fan. Wow, yeah, I mean, elves are... Look at this, Dawnhand Dissident, pack 3, pick 4. Simply far too late. I'm going to take Crossroads Watcher. I think now that the numbers have shaken itself out, I think Reluctant Downguard has proven itself to be clearly the weakest of the 3-mana common creatures, and Crossroads Watcher is quite nice. Just trampling over is just really, really solid. Another Dawnhand Dissident? Are you kidding me? I'll take a Surly Farrier. Boxless, I guess Black... Did Black even feel that open? I guess I got past the Taster of Wares, but... This is our seat, and we are going to continue drafting our seat. I guess I'll take the down guard here. Liminal Hold, sure. Nothing here. Blossombind, Vaulter, Korath, Zealot. Wow. Lots of good elemental stuff. No good Kithkin. So again, it's weird. Like I mentioned before, to the right of me, Kithkin are somewhat open. But like 3 or 4 seats to the left of me, maybe directly to the left, they're all in my lane. Okay? They're all in my lane. I'm not playing any of these cards. If it was best of 3, I guess I would take Dawn's Light Archer. But I'm just going to take on Barry here. Though, here's my thought process for this, right? You might be going, why do you hate drafting? Well, look. After I submit this deck, if there are some Mythic drafters, I mean, there's still a very tiny chance that I can play them. So if I'm 100% not to play a card, then you can still just take a card, right? Because there's still a 1% chance you play somebody in your pod. Well, so at least our mana curve is fine. 16 creatures. I am going to play 17 lands. Now we have to choose between some number like this, and I think like that. Maybe that. Okay. What's our curve looking like? 2.7. Mist Meadow Council for Mist Meadow Council is basically a 4-drop. All right. Let's cut the down guard. Maybe an Embrace. Perhaps the Feastlings are also another Embrace. What are we on right now? 17 creatures. Burma Clacken Festival is also like creatures. What's our trick situation? We have a Spiral into Solitude, Assert Perfection, 2 Liminal Holds, Everstrike's Gift, and a Thoughtwave Charge. I feel like I can probably use another trick, so maybe we shave 1 Feastling and do something like this. So this gives us like 17 creatures and a variety of different tricks to try out. And let's take a look at our color situation. It's really close, but given that I have the 1-drop white cards, I kind of want to play 9 plains, 8 forests. I don't have double color cost requirements for any color. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this. All right. Now, before round 1 starts, I did want to say that if you've been enjoying all this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join a great group of folks looking to up their limited game. Lots of great discussions in the Discord. You know, what's the pick? Trophy picks, good beats, bad beats, all kinds of good stuff. If you're serious about taking your game to the next level, check it out. All right, opponent on the play, and we have 4 lands, Aspirant, Imposter, and Mist Meadow Council. I suppose we will keep this. Let's play the Behold, and let's Behold Clacken Festival. It's a really nice combo, by the way. All right, give me a 2-mana Kithkin. All right, it is the Kithkin Mirror, and we are on the draw. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. What a draw. We did draw a 2-drop. Okay. Boom. Oh, that was probably my best draw, honestly. Assert Perfection to deal with the Sentry. So good. Wary Farmer. Sure. It's a lot of damage coming in. Like, there's a really good chance this person was in my my draft. You never know. I wish this was like any permanent. Picking up the Clacken Festival would be cool. Looks like a bite spell here maybe for the Aspirant. They can also have Pitiless Fists. Oh, never mind. Bridget's Command. Okay. Well, that's extremely good. All the commands are completely busted. Let's play Mist Meadow Council, draw a card. All right, found a land. Bristlebane Battler. They get 2 Surveils here. All right, and I actually think this is going to hurt us long term, right? Just because, you know, they can like find exactly what it is that they want. Like right there, they just got something that they wanted. I'm not going to play the Watcher here. Let's just see what they do. Klaken Festival, okay. Sure. I think our route to victory is through the skies, so let's just rebuy the council. They get 2 Surveils. I mean, their deck looks excellent. It's like our deck, but they have the Bridget's Command, which is very good. Let's play Mist Meadow Council. Like, if I draw the +3/+3 trick, you know, I might want it. I could have played this, but I think I'm just going to wait and look to just tap something down here instead. Probably just tapping down like a 3/3. Wow, wait, that was their play? Okay, let's tap this down. I mean, I'm going to block anything here, to be honest, so... Okay. Wow, I'm really surprised with that. I felt like they just had other good plays to play out of their hand, but they just made a 1/1 here. Alright, we drew Liminal Hold. So... that is a way to kill the Battler. Maybe that's what I want to do. I think so. It can't be that wrong, to be honest. And then they're at 11. Sure. Alright, just clearing the board. And leaning on our 2/2 flyer. If they make a 1/1 every turn, I just feel like that's not a path to victory. They have to do something bigger here. And I can match them too at some point, right? Especially because I'm going to have two trampling threats. Dundalin Weaver, I see. That's why they did some of this. Oh, Kinscare Sentry, I guess? Doesn't seem like that was a very... I guess they could have... If they needed a land, they can take the land. Okay. Okay. What if I kill this? You take a lot of... Okay, okay. Alright, they kept the card on top. Alright, what do I want to do? Let's go Battler. Let's go Mist Meadow Council. Okay, we drew a land. Play the land. 2 in the air. Alright, so they're at 7 life. We have a good amount of lands. Obviously, we can sink the mana into the Klaken Festival at some point. We'll set a combat stop. The Wanderbrine Trap are doing a lot of work. They kept the card on top. They have 3 cards in hand, so... But they're at 7 life, so they gotta be really careful in terms of choosing whether or not they want to attack. We're currently at 8 mana, so I actually have the ability to play two things, which is really good with the Battler. Honestly, I might just tap down the Lifelinker here, just because... I mean, they're just like... They can have some nonsense with this card, so let's just tap that down. I wonder if they have the Reflexes card. I could have really used a Wary Farmer, but didn't really ever find a good spot for it, you know? Reaping Willow is a good card. Okay. Plains, not so good. Okay. They're at 7. There's not like a great creature in the graveyard. To the skies, as they say. What do they have here? What can they have for green at instant speed? So waiting on my turn to do this so that I can pump the Crossroads Watcher as well. Now that they have Reaping Willow, they might get back the Foraging Wickermaw just for the Surveil. So, I mean, again, like, the difference between us is that, like, my opponent's able to sculpt the perfect hand, and we're just kind of at the mercy of our top decks, right? Because with the two Wary Farmers in play, they can basically put every land that they see into their graveyard, and so that puts them in a tough spot. So they really need to just dig and find an answer to the Flock Imposter. And for us, it's just like, oh, I hope we draw something good. Right? I hope we draw something good. And of course, I'm going to be tapping down the Reaping Willow here, as I feel like my creatures are big enough where I can deal with that Kinskater Sentry, hopefully. Three cards in hand for the opponent. I dislike it when my opponent tanks for too long, because it means they have lots of good options, whereas I don't. I'm literally just playing my hand. Okay, this is... I mean, you know, they got something. Two. Let me think. 3 cards. +3/+3. Like, I don't even know what they can have here. They could have the Guilt Leaf card. Alright, well, let's just force the trick. Whatever. If I lose my Battler, it's fine. But if they have +3/+3, it's fine. If it's Guilt Leaf, then... Okay. Okay, so that was a 2-for-1. I will accept that. I will absolutely accept that. You know what I could have really used? The 2-mana 2/2 for 5 mana pump my team. Like, I just don't have that many, like, go wide stuff. I wonder why my opponent brought in the Spikeling over the Wickermaw. The Wickermaw seems better to me. Okay. We drew a land. 1919. They're at 9. So this turn, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do, right? Because I can either make 2 tokens or tap something down. It's a little bit dicey. They can gain a bunch of life, but spending 10 mana just feels very strong. But let's see, they got 3 cards. What do they have? I mean, look, like I said, they've dug through a lot more of their deck, so they're gonna find more answers. For sure. It looks like they found a removal spell here, and they're deciding whether or not they want to kill the Trapper or the Imposter. Great, they're not gonna have time. What does this do? Exile any number of target creatures until at the beginning of the next end step. Return those cards to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control. Huh. What the heck? Oh, and they're tapping the Reaping Willow? Okay. That's a really good way to kill tokens. Why didn't they target their Dundalin Weaver? Huh? What do I get back? I get back these 4 creatures. Sure. Did they come into play tapped? How does this card work? Aren't they just dead? I don't want to bounce anything. Okay. Wait, does this card... Oh, wait! I see! Oh my gosh. It fogs. I'm an idiot. Where is the... Oh, it's on the left side. I am an idiot. Oh my god. Okay. They played a card I did not... You know, I always lose this way. I always lose to, like, the rare one time. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Okay, that's why that card is not so bad. I am just an absolute buffoon. I mean, they should have still blinked this, but... Oh my gosh, that is just embarrassing, honestly. That is absolutely embarrassing. My bad, folks. I mean, I literally made a mistake that is going to cost me this game. I absolutely will. Holy crap. We're certainly going to make the game more exciting. I mean, we'll see what happens. I thought it prevented damage to them. I didn't know it was until the next turn. Okay, well, you know what? Hey, if I could turn red from embarrassment, I would. Like, I don't know why I didn't, like... Okay, so this is what I should have done. I should have bounced the Mist Meadow Council to draw more cards. I should have kept the Trapper back. Right? I should have done all those things. Alright, we're at 3 life. Whatever. Okay. Sure. That really sucks. Yeah. And the 13 lands certainly doesn't help. I'm at 3. Yeah, so I should have this extra thing in play. I shouldn't have taken so much damage. I actually feel like I would have had a good chance to compete in this game if I just didn't make that boneheaded mistake. All right. Yep, this is fine. Is there like a better block here? I could chump this and stay at a higher life total. Or I can just stay at 1. Well, let's just go to 1. It's a good draw. What they should have done, I think they made a little mistake there, is they should have blighted onto their thing. They should have blighted onto their creature, and then get back the Spiral into Solitude, and then cast it on my Imposter. God, that's so frustrating. I mean, I just feel so unbelievably... I feel so unbelievably stupid. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And I have no one to blame but myself for just refusing to read what that card did. All right, we went from rank 6 to rank 13. It's going to be hard to mentally recover from that, but let us keep the fight going. All right, on the play, 4 plains, 3 green cards. Okay, we have 3 lands. All right, this hand's fine. We are on the play. I'm going to just get rid of the Thoughtweb charge here. We have no cheap things, but, you know, Water Shaper, Klacken Festival, and Miss Meadow Council. Keep. Bottom. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Bottom this. All right, Lissalon Informant. Do I want a land? Nah. My curve is so low, and I have things to do. You know what I mean? They're black-white. I think I'm okay with this trade, and then I can just play the Festival into the Council. Like, I just really want to play this next turn. Spikeling, okay. And this is probably, like, Spikeling looks like a decent card. Its win rate is, like, embarrassingly bad. I guess it's just because it's, like, really bad on the draw. Put a couple lands into the yard. Okay, no more lands. Spiral into Solitude, sure. Okay. Ooh. What does this do? Whenever this creature or another Kithkin, okay. Alright. Hey. That's a pretty good board, right? And I still have the Klacken Festival, so... The Lieutenant was a good draw. If they have a kill spell for this, yeah, sure. Okay. If I draw a nice creature... Ooh. I mean, certainly going to play the Battler here, right? Because I can just keep pumping it with the Festival. And that was a quick concession from the opponent. Okay. So a little bit of a recovery there after the... heartbreaking loss in the last one. Oh my gosh. All right. Please don't thumbs down, okay? Please. I mentally can't handle it. In fact, give me a like. Cheer me on. Right? It's like, Paul, you can do it. 6 more in a row. You got this. You can mulligan every game. It's okay. We believe in you. All right, let's keep this hand. This one's interesting because I don't know what to bottom. It's like, Thoughtweb Charge seems like it can be good here. Because Eclipse Kithkin, I'm going to be looking for a forest with this card. And if I naturally draw forest, it's fine too. So I think, yeah, I think I'm just going to bottom the plains. It's not like I have a 3-mana white creature I can play off of this anyways. Alright, let's get a forest, please. There is the forest. I literally didn't even bother looking at the other cards, because it did not matter. Liss Alana Informant. Okay. Look, anytime you can get a card off of the Thought Weft charge, I feel like you just gotta go for it. Creekwood safe right? Oh, 3/3. Okay. Full 5 cards in hand. Okay. Planes. Let's go Lieutenant. Target this. Play the Water Shaper. Indestructible. So, all right, they're at 11 life. That's great. They must play something here. That is a Dawn's Light Archer. And this is about as good of a hand as we can muster up here. They're at 11 life. We have ways to tap things down. We have Mist Meadow Council. They basically have to kill the Adept Water Shaper. Or else I can just attack freely. And the Archer is a pretty bad blocker on this board. Now, if they kill this, I mean, I'm still in a decent spot. Midnight Tilling, okay. They're going to get back the Fist probably, unless they really need a land. Fist is obviously quite good. Okay, but they still need a good follow-up here. Like, if they play the Bite spell on the Water Shaper, that's probably good enough. Oh, Box Slither's Embrace. Oh, yeah. No, that's also very good. Sure. They don't have anything for 1, and they're not going to attack me. All right. Okay. What do I do? They're at 11 life. So if I attack with everything and they don't block, they go to 4. Then they can kill a 2/2. They'll kill the Lieutenant. And then they're going to need another thing to play. Because alternatively, I can attack with these 2 creatures. If I attack with these 2, and they don't block, they go to 6, they play this, I tap it. That seems safer. Like, playing the Fist means it's really unlikely that they can play another threat on top of that, right? I don't know. All right, they're at 8. So now if they play a creature, like, we're okay. If they play a removal spell, then not so much. Although now I kind of wish I attacked because they blocked. All right. Well, we got it. I guess with the Trapper, they can't just play a creature and block. So, all right, back into top 10. I think we need to go like 7-1 to just recover from how we lost that first game. I'd like to attribute that win to Eclipsed Kithkin, though. Got us the Forest. All right, on the play, Eclipsed Kithkin once again. I'm going to keep this. We have 9 planes, so... Play the Kithkin, get a planes. Play a Crossroads Watcher. Draw some more lands, you know. Let's play against Elementals or something different, you know? All right. Kithkin, now it's interesting because I have all my colors. It's like, do I want land or Mist Meadow Council? It's not Surly Farrier. I'll take Mist Meadow Council at this point. All right, they're on Goblins, Explosive Prodigy, dang. Okay. Blight Rot, sure. That's funny. Oh, come on! Alright, just give me a land, I guess. I guess any draw here is fine. Yeah, this is... Look, against Rakdos-like value, just playing 3 Mist Meadow Council should be good enough. We took the greedy line, and it's paying off. Blighted Blackthorn. Okay, so they're gonna... Oh, they're blighting onto there. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Let's pacify you. Now I need to go in the tank. We're gonna attack. I'm gonna play this. It's more damage. So if I draw a land next turn, I can play both of these. If I don't, what do I do? It's probably just play Mist Meadow Council. Vile Boggart, okay. And Sour Bread Auntie. Fair enough. Okay. This is an interesting way to block, by the way. Wait, can I just deal all the damage? Oh, I can't. Oh, no. Can I? Oh, I can do it like this. Vile Boggart lives, and they can't kill my council. Oh, Boggart Cursecrafter, sure. Warren Torchmaster, okay. Thoughtweft Lieutenant, okay. So let's give you Trample. Let's play this. Let's give you Trample. I mean, this is like kind of all we have. We just attack. They messed up again. Okay. I just do this, right? Oh, no, it dies no matter what. Never mind. Not in this case. Okay. All right, let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. They did not mess up for that one. Now they get to shrink something, but they have no board. And I don't care about getting drained for 3 here. So I got 2, 4, so like any Kithkin would be good. They have 2 cards, and boom! Back to rank 6. Okay. Get back into our groove, okay? Back into the Kithkin groove. 3-1. Look, you can be high mythic and still punt to the moon. All right, on the play. I love having Eclipsed Kithkin in my opener every game. That certainly makes things a lot easier. Swamp. Okay, I don't need any lands, so we will take any spell. Ooh. They played Swamp. Do I want the Battler or Flock Imposter? I'll take Flock Imposter. Battler is just kind of awkward for my mana, and this with Eclipsed Kithkin just gives me so much value, right? Like, I have Eclipsed Kithkin and Mist Meadow Council, so I don't even necessarily need to rely on that. If they play Sneakling, they play Sneakling. I'm going to just play Klacken Festival here. Whoa, Bitter Bloom Bearer. That's a nice one. Oof. Okay. Scarblade. Okay, well, we got to kill the Bitter Bloom Bearer. Yep. Which makes it really awkward for my mana, I will say. I suppose I can just cast Liminal Hold. It's just like a better use of my mana. Right? Yeah, let's just do that. I just feel like with my creatures, I can probably kill something else with Assert Perfection if and when I need. They know I have the Flock Imposter, but I still have the Mist Meadow Council. I mean, maybe the 2-mana, you know, the 2-mana card was better. I don't know. Jeez. They got some goodies here. They got some goodies. They put an island on top. Wow, they really wanted that island. You know what that tells me? They probably have like Maryland or something, you know? Jeez. Didn't want that land. Okay. Okay, they have the island. Don't you think they have Maryland? Look at that. Sometimes you feel it. You know what I mean? Okay, I mean, I'm just dead. They hit Liminal Hold. I'm literally just dead. They can remove my Liminal Hold, get the Bitter Blossom thing back, and... yeah. Okay. Okay. Was that a good turn for my opponent? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. Oh man, we're so dead. Can I just play against like a bad elf deck? I feel like every time I play against an elf deck, it's like the elf package is just so strong. It's just oof. Oof. Yeah, this is not getting us anywhere we need to go. Okay. I like how also the downside is being mitigated by the Virulent Emissary. Also very bad for us. Hey, you know what? We have our own Bitter Blossom, okay? Clacking Festival. How about that? What is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. I need this flyer to block all their flyers. Okay. Now what? Like, are we in a racing situation? Can I attack with this stupid thing? I don't think so. They're at 28 life. And then they're gonna gain 1 trillion life off of this thing, too. Like, basically, I need to find a way to kill, like, both of these cards. And that is not gonna be easy. I had a good hand, too. I can't even complain. Like, my hand was excellent. What is this? Okay. I feel like my Bitter Blossom is a little worse than their Bitter Blossom. You know what I mean? Whatever. What you got? I mean, I got value. I got value. But it does not matter. 29 cards. I mean, they're not going to discard a land. Okay, they're just letting it happen. Sure. They're going to discard a land here and gain a billion life. That's what's happening. I need a way to kill all flyers. Can I find something like that maybe? Like this is... I'm not giving up, friends. I'm not. We're gonna try. But I don't know if trying is gonna be good enough here. $18 to $28, and they didn't play a card for turn. Oh, they're single blocking. Okay. Yep. Oof. This is a nice... Whatever they have going on right now is nice. Can you just draw like a Mischievous Sneakling? Like a land at this point is so good. It's just like make 5/1/1s. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep. I'm at 18. Ow. Dawnhand Eulogist? Ugh. Ugh. Yep. Alright. Alright, I've had enough. I've had enough. I tap out. Okay. So, we lost the first one, won 3 in a row, lost this one, so now we're gonna win 3 in a row. Easily. Oof. Three Forest, Bristlebane, Battler, Assert Perfection, Everstrike's Gift, Liminal Hold. I'm going to keep this because I have the 2-drop, but I don't, obviously this hand needs to develop. Eclipse Kithkin would be like the perfect draw. Or Plains. I would also like Plains. Basically, what I don't want to draw is just a bunch of white cards in a row, right? Or Forests, actually. So green creatures, Plains. Green creatures and Plains are both fine. Like, even next turn, if I just, like, I don't need to complain just yet. I just need to draw Plains next turn, and we're fine. Or Eclipse Kithkin. Alright, play against another elf deck. Oh, there's the Plains, yes. I think with my hand, I need to play it as aggressively as possible. So let's go after the Foraging Wicker Maw here. Also, they might actually need it for the mana fixing. So let's do that. Because next turn, I still have Liminal Hold available. If I draw Plains, I can even, like, play the Imposter, bounce the Trapper, play the Trapper, you know what I mean? We drew Lissalana Informant. 3 cards in hand. I'll keep liminal hold. Take this to the skies. Put it on our ward creature. Use the Wanderbrine Trapper to tap things down, get some damage in, and then we have the liminal hold as well. The only downside with keeping the liminal... The only downside with keeping this on top is just I won't have the mana to tap. But of course, I can just cast liminal hold and attack for a bunch if I need. I think my opponent's like timed out or something. I don't know. They get lots of surveils here, though. Alright, opponent putting Grave Shifter into the graveyard, hitting a swamp. Champions of the Perfect. Alright. So let's actually tap this. Because we're just going to get rid of the Champions of the Perfect. Attack. Alright, opponent at 4 life. We have another liminal hold. We have the ability to tap something down. The Bristlebane Battler is getting in. Pummeler for hire is quite interesting because they go up to 8 life. So that was very, very good. We drew a Plains. That's really funny. I could do that, actually. So that's a 4/4. So I go... Wait, how many counters does this... Oh, this thing can get gigantic. And this thing has ward too. Alright, so let's go Flock Imposter. Let's bounce the Informant. Play the Informant. Don't want the land. Then we can attack for 6 in the air. Boom! Opponent at 2 life. We have 2 flyers. If they kill this, I can move the Everstrike's Gift onto another flyer and win that way. So I'm feeling pretty good here. I also have a liminal hold. Dorian's not going to get it done. Nothing has Secret Reach. Another liminal hold. Pummeler, get out of here. Yep. Alright. I mean, they had a pretty cool looking elf deck. But we had some good aggression, and we are rank 10, and we are 4-2. That 2-drop is a beating. Alright, on the play here, just a very ordinary hand with a good mana curve. If they have a slow hand, we can punish them. 2 drops and 3 drops. Alright, Lissalana Informant into Klaken Festival. I don't know if I want this card. Well, alright, I'll keep it. Like, if I'm playing against Elementals, it's like a nice anti-control card, you know? But turn 2 Flamebraider and me not having a way to kill it is a ticket to lots of pain. Eclipsed Flamekin, okay. That card's so good against the Informant. They hit Kolrath Zealot into land, okay. And we hit our own land, okay. I don't think this 3/1's gonna do anything. Well, you know, maybe I shouldn't have bounced it. Is it a May? Up to. Yeah, I just shouldn't have bounced it. Well, it triggers this again. It's kind of close. It's kind of close, I think. Maybe I shouldn't have. Because they play Kolrath Zealot here. Yeah, I shouldn't have picked it up. That was silly me. I mean, maybe they'll still just take this trade and I can save the liminal hold. Why did I tap like this? I am a moron. I am playing so unbelievably bad right now. Alright. We'll keep that, I guess. Oh my gosh. Alright, just don't play the Eclipse 2 damage to all my stuff card. It looks like they're about to copy this and deal 2 damage to all my creatures. What do you guys think? That's what I smell. Nope. Oh. Sure. Okay. Well. Yeah, I mean, this is a good Elementals deck. Mm-hmm. It sure is. I need a land. I'll take a land. I need Liminal Hold. Let's kill this thing. We'll pass. We're on the defensive now. This is a block constructed Elementals deck. Double Flame Braider, Sunderflock, the Flamekin. I mean, this deck's fantastic. All right, we're at 10 life. Twin Flame Ooh. This one is probably a little sketchy, but you know what? Honestly, after all the other cards that they've played, it's fine. All right, I have 7 mana. 5, so I need to play... I certainly need to play this. See if we can find something. Don't want the land. So these two can trade with one of these. Alright, I think I just need to play all the 3 power creatures here. Let's get back the Imposter. Pass. I do think a blue-red splashing is kind of where you want to be, so... Which one trample? Does this one trample? Okay. They probably should have attacked with the Flame Braiders too, honestly. Surveil. Don't want that. Sizzling Changeling. Okay. Now what? That's a 3/3 flyer. Let's play Prideful Feastling into Mist Meadow Council. We're not dead yet, technically. Unless they have any kind of interactive spell. Let's block here. They get 2 triggers, by the way, but I have to block or I die. Vibrance. Vibrance double trigger. Okay, well. Alright, well, you know what? I was trying to go for rank 1, but sadly we were not able to get there. Honestly, that first loss was completely on us. I think we had a really good shot of winning that one. And then this last deck, I think their deck was like... That looked like a 10 out of 10 Elementals deck, so that happens. So, you know, honestly, getting to 4 wins with this, with that really, really embarrassing loss, is fine. And it's not like this deck was insane. This deck was just a totally solid deck, right? Totally solid deck with, like, you know, a solid mana curve, handful of interaction, fine deck. Completely fine deck. But, you know, it's just, getting trophies are hard in this format. Unless you're elves, apparently. And there are going to be certain cards or certain combinations of cards that you can't beat, and we lost to them, and we move on. But I think this is just a perfectly fine way to draft the Kithkin deck, and sadly, we were just a little bit short. But you know what? We're going to bounce back. I'm confident we will get back into the top 10 in future draft videos. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, or you want some singles for your standard, modern, pioneer, or commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are the place to go to for quality deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.